Little Prince. Chapter 26. Beside the well, there was the ruin of an old stone wall. When I came back from my work the next evening, I saw from some distance away my little prince sitting on top of a wall with his feet dangling. And I heard him say, "Then you don't remember? This is not the exact spot." Another voice must have answered him, for he replied to it, Yes, it is the right day, but this is not the place." I continued my walk toward the wall. At no time did I see or hear anyone. The little prince, however, replied once again, "Exactly. You will see where my tracks begin, in the sand. You have nothing to do but wait for me there. I shall be there tonight." I was only 20 meters from the wall, and I still saw nothing. After a silence, the little prince spoke again. "You have a good poison. You are sure that it will not make me suffer too long?" I stopped in my tracks. My heart torn asunder. But still, I did not understand. "Now go away," said the little prince. "I want to get down from the wall." I dropped my eyes, then to the foot of the wall, and I leaped into the air. There, before me, facing the little prince, was one of those yellow snakes that take just 30 seconds to bring your life to an end. Even as I was digging into my pockets to get out my revolver, I made a running step back. But at the noise I made, the snake let himself flow easily across the sand, like the dying spray of a fountain, and, in no apparent hurry, disappeared with a light metallic sound among the stones. I reached the wall just in time to catch my little man in my arms. His face was white as snow. What does this mean?" I demanded. "Why are you talking with snakes?" I had loosened the golden muffler that he always wore. I had moistened his temples and had given him water to drink. And now I did not dare ask him any more questions. He looked at me very gravely and put his arms around my neck. I felt his heart beating like the heart of a dying bird, shot with someone's rifle. I am glad that you have found what was the matter with your engine," he said. "Now you can go back home." How do you know about that?" I was just coming to tell him that my work had been successful, beyond anything that I had dared to hope. He made no answer to my question, but he added, "I, too, am going back home today." Then, sadly, "It is much farther. It is much more difficult." I realized clearly that something extraordinary was happening. I was holding him close in my arms, as if he were a little child. And yet, it seemed to me that he was rushing headlong toward an abyss from which I could do nothing to restrain him. His look was very serious, like someone lost far away. I have your sheep, and I have the sheep's box, and I have the muzzle." And he gave me a sad smile. I waited a long time. I could see that he was reviving, little by little. "Dear little man," I said to him, "you are afraid." He was afraid. There was no doubt about that. But he laughed lightly. "I shall be much more afraid this evening." Once again, I felt myself frozen by the sense of something irreparable. And I knew that I could not bear the thought of never hearing that laughter anymore. For me, it was like a spring of fresh water in the desert. "Little man," I said, "I want to hear you laugh again." But he said to me, "Tonight, it will be a year. My star, then, can be found right above the place where I came to the earth. A year ago." "Little man," I said, "tell me that this is only a bad dream, the affair of the snake, and the meeting place, and the star." But he did not answer my plea. He said to me, instead, "The thing that is important is the thing that is not seen." Yes, I know. It is just as it is with my flower. If you love a flower that lives on a star, it is sweet to look at the sky at night. All the stars are abloom with flowers. Yes, I know. It is just as it is with the water, because of the pulley and the rope. What you gave me to drink was like music. You remember how good it was? Yes, I know. And at night, you will look up at the stars. Where I live, everything is so small that I cannot show you where my star is to be found. It is better like that. My star will just be one of the stars for you. And so, you will love to watch all the stars in the heavens. They will all be your friends. And, besides, I'm going to make you a present." He laughed again. Thanks for listening.